To know the level and extent of devastation in Nepal, especially in difficult areas, the Indian Air Force sent an unmanned aerial vehicle to Nepal, and these are pictures taken from that drone, that unmanned aerial vehicle that gets you live images of the true horror of devastation across Nepal. These are aerial shots by an unmanned aerial vehicle from Nepal's disaster zone, and this shows the extent of the destruction. These pictures also give an insight into areas where immediate attention is required. This will help the authorities prioritize, especially in extremely difficult areas. So far, the priority has been capital Kathmandu and some of the other affected areas, but because of these pictures that have now come from an unmanned aerial vehicle, the authorities can now chart out areas. I want to quickly bring in Deputy Editor Shiv Arur for more on this. Shiv, what do these pictures indicate and how will they help authorities?
Once again, Gaurav, this fresh video taken from an unmanned aerial vehicle by the Nepal government yesterday and put out just a short while ago. Headlines Today has gotten access to it, provides the first real sense of the damage in and around the Kathmandu Valley. These pictures have been taken, as you can see, in a hilly part somewhere outside Kathmandu, where the devastation is actually said to be worse than initially expected. Now, these pictures are actually helping relief personnel and crew on the ground direct both teams, medical teams, relief personnel, as well as the aerial effort to direct, both health officials as well as rescue and relief personnel towards these particular zones. As you can see, there's a lot of snow melt, as a result of which there is water inundation in some of these areas. What you will also notice in these drone pictures, Gaurav, is that several of these places are completely bereft of persons. Now, where exactly these people are, it is not known just yet, but the habitations on the hillsides surrounding the Kathmandu Valley completely devastated, extensive damage, a lot of water ingress in some of these areas as a result of snow melt immediately after the earthquake and also as a result of the aftershocks. So this dramatic video, adding to the existing evidence and data that the Nepal government as well as the Indian Air Force already has. It was put out just a short while ago that provides an even clearer sense. And as you probably know, Gaurav, you've covered disasters of this kind. No amount of information is ever really enough. The more information there is, the more videos of this kind there are, for rescue and relief personnel to have access to, the better it will be in terms of, efficiently actually directing the relief and rescue work out there. So this video, which Headlines Today has gotten exclusive access to, is just one more layer to this massive rescue effort.
And Shiv, pictures like these, videos like these will help authorities in Nepal divide the affected area into various sectors, and every sector can then have a sector commander, not just with army, police, but also doctors and medical relief operators, and relief operations then become so much easier when you know what's happening on the other side of the hill.
Absolutely bang on, Gaurav. In fact, we have confirmation here on Headlines Today that it is the Indian Army in coordination with the Nepal Army, which is actually doing this. The Indian Air Force is providing pictures similar to these. This particular video taken by the Nepal state government, the government itself, and put first out on state television within Nepal. But as you rightly pointed out, the tragedy-hit areas are being divided into sectors. The Indian Army on the ground is providing a full perspective on precisely how this needs to be actually carried out, and therefore we can confirm here on Headlines Today that videos like these are aiding in that precise ground effort, not only to divide each of these affected zones into sectors, but also, as you pointed out, Gaurav, yesterday, into a priority list, a kind of actionable priority list for which affected areas need relief the fastest, where the health scare and epidemic threat is the maximum. So there can be a very cohesive, very sharp, very finely tuned relief effort, which will obviously require a little bit of course correction, because as you and I have been reporting since yesterday, Gaurav, a huge amount of relief material has come in, but it now needs a much more fine-tuned method of distributing it.
Shiv, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more.